This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Friday, February 7th, 2025. I'm Alex Brown. A Hamilton County couple is celebrating the growth of their business from a commercial kitchen to a new brick-and-mortar store. Mochi Joy, which serves Hawaiian-inspired mochi donuts and other desserts, opened February 1st in Fishers. Husband and wife duo Rachel Burnett and Tom Wen started Mochi Joy in 2022 at the Noblesville VFW kitchen.
We've been planning this for a very long time, trying to find the perfect place, raising the funds, and just fine-tuning our menu too. Being in the VFW allowed us to test some products and figure out our flow in the kitchen and what we really needed for the brick and mortar. I think if we would have started like other mochi donut franchises, we would have not laid out the kitchen properly, we would have not had the right products, like all the other things. So we've been able to customize it based on our previous experience with the VFW.
Several other local businesses have products for sale at Mochi Joy, and there are plans to host other business pop-ups in the store. Indianapolis-based FC Tucker Group said Thursday it has merged its FC Tucker Lafayette franchise with Shook Realty Group. The new Lafayette-based real estate brokerage, now known as FC Tucker Shook, brings more than 70 real estate agents under its umbrella. The board of directors for Indianapolis-based Simon Property Group has announced that Herbert Simon has retired as chairman emeritus of the board effective this week. Simon, who served as CEO from 1993 to 1995, previously served as co-chairman of the board from 95 to 2007, when he became chairman emeritus. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
To succeed, you need to stay informed. You need to be engaged. And let's face it, you need to set yourself apart from the rest by connecting with a company that brings you the best. Because in today's environment, business is an ever-moving target, and we'll help you chase it. IBJ Media. The best of business is in us. Get started at ibjmedia.com/youngprofessional.
A Carmel High School standout is among three former University of Pennsylvania women swimmers suing Penn, Harvard University, the Ivy League, and the NCAA for allegedly violating Title IX by allowing transgender swimmer Leah Thomas to compete on Penn's women's swim team in 2021 and 2022.
Grace Easterbrook, a former Carmel swim team captain and two-time Indiana high school champion, is joined by two former Penn teammates as plaintiffs in the lawsuit filed Tuesday in federal court in Massachusetts. They are represented by Indianapolis-based Kroger Gradis and Regis attorneys Bill Brock and Justin Olson and the Massachusetts Liberty Legal Center. The lawsuit was filed just a day before President Donald Trump signed an executive order banning transgender athletes from participating in girls' and women's sports. That order gives federal agencies the ability to ensure that institutions receiving federal funding abide by the Trump administration's view that interprets sex as the gender someone is assigned at birth. The lawsuit accuses the schools and the NCAA of engineering, quote, a public shock and awe display of monolithic support for biological unreality and radical gender ideology, end quote, in allowing Thomas to compete. The NCAA told our partners at the Indiana Lawyer that it does not comment on pending litigation. By late Thursday afternoon, the NCAA changed its participation policy for transgender athletes, limiting competition in women's sports to athletes assigned female at birth only. I'm Marek Mazurek for Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Evansville-based Cook Enterprises has sold its Gibbs Die Casting Corporation auto parts manufacturing business to a California private equity firm. Architect Equity, based in El Segundo, announced the acquisition Tuesday, though financial terms were not disclosed. Gibbs Die Casting makes driveline, powertrain, and transmission parts for vehicles and industrial machinery. Based in Henderson, Kentucky, the company employs more than 800 people, which was nearly a third of the Cook Enterprises global workforce. Architect Equity said it will maintain Gibbs's manufacturing operations in Henderson and will retain the existing leadership team. Fishers Mayor Scott Fadness is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.